Good morning, welcome to another session of OCD. Welcome to my workshop. This morning I'm going to give my wife's Audi a bit of a decon wash. Just using chemicals. I'm not using clay bar or machine polisher. We're just going to use chemicals to get it really clean and get rid of any protection that's on there. Now I've been a bit remiss. The last time I cleaned it was about, I think it was about 3 months ago. I've had Codnut 845 on there and I really want to see how long that would last, so we'll have a look at that maybe today, see if there's any protection left on there. What I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to use Garage Therapy Zero Decon Shampoo 3 ways. I'm going to use it as a pre-wash through a multi-sprayer, let it dwell, then use Zero as a snow foam, again let it dwell, we rinse it off and then we use it again as a contact wash. And that should give that car a really good deep clean. We'll then go over it with some Tarex. I've got some CarPro Tarex here, just in case there's any tar on the vehicle, and also some Garage Therapy Zero iron oxide to get rid of any iron fallout that's on the car. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go over it with some panel wipe, and here I have a bottle of Garage Therapy Zero panel wipe. I didn't buy this, Garage Therapy sent me this through the post a few weeks ago. Haven't had a chance to try it yet, so we'll do that. And the reason that I want to use the panel wipe on the car is because I want the panels really nice and clean for my next layer of protection. And any protection you put on a car is only as good as the preparation. So we're going to make sure that it's nice and clean by using the panel wipe. So protection. As a surprise yesterday through the post came Garage Therapy 2 Alpha wax. It's their newest, or their new wax out. This is the first wax they've made, and it appears that there's a number of YouTubers have received this. I've seen on Instagram a number of guys have got this through the post. So as for Garage Therapy, thanks guys. We'll give this a try today. Now this, according to Garage Therapy, this has at least 6 months longevity on it. Again, depends on the weather, depends on the usage, depends on the preparation. You know, longevity depends on a number of different scenarios. So they're talking about 6 months, maybe more. Now the one thing that Garage Therapy say is that you don't put this on the car and work your way around the car and then go around buff it off, because if you leave it for more than 4 or 5 minutes it can be particularly difficult to buff off. It won't do any damage, it won't leave any marks or swearing or anything like that, but it'll just be hard work. So one panel at a time, put it on, give it 3-4 minutes at most, depending on the weather of course, and then buff it off. So it's quite sunny today, so we'll keep an eye on that. So I won't leave it too long. So one panel at a time and then work your way around the car like that. So we'll use that today and we'll see what that's like. One of the first things that you notice is it's got quite a nice, good quality container. And this is 85 grams. I don't know how much it is. I'll look on the website and put all that information under the video afterwards. So there we go, bit of a decon wash on the car, and then we'll use their Garage Therapy new wax they brought out. I won't film the cleaning of the wheels because the wheels are just an ordinary maintenance wash and you've seen me do that 100 times, so I'm not going to film the wheels. We're just going to film the actual decon wash and the application of the wax. So let's get all the bits and pieces out and go and clean the car, shall we? Okay, so wheels are clean, haven't rinsed the car off. I'm just going to go over with some decon shampoo in a multi-sprayer. Okay, so it's quite a warm day, so I'm not going to let that dwell for too long. It's been on there probably 2 or 3 minutes maximum, and that really is good stuff. That as a pre-wash, that Zero. At the back I can already see dirt just running off. So right, let's put some foam on it. Okay, so that's been on there probably about 4 minutes now, and like I said, it is warm. Now I've got my Karcher hose and gun out, because on this car, on the convertible, I like the idea of using the soft action as well as the power wash. So I've got this gun out. Okay guys, just for interest's sake, so I've put 0 on the car in a pre-wash, I've put 0 on the car in a snow foam, and this is the effect of Colonite 845 after 3 months. Now I haven't washed this car in 3 months. Put the polish, I put the wax on 3 months ago. Car's not been touched since, so this is what you should expect. Well, that's not bad, is it? Now Colonite don't give you any longevity claims. But if you can imagine putting a QD on that every second wash, that's pretty good. Just thought I'd show that to you. This is so slick, this product. Such a good product. If you're serious about detailing, you've got to have this on your shelf. There's no two ways about it. So this is after a contact wash with zero. As you can see, pretty flat. There are still a couple of areas where the product is just about clinging on, but I think that's dead now. Once I go over that with some panel white, be good as gold. Okay, so I've gone around the car looking for tar, couldn't see any. Doesn't surprise me, I inspect it, most times I wash it, so doesn't surprise me I can't see any tar. So I'm going to go over now with some zero iron oxide. And what I'll do with this is I just spray it on the side, and then I'll go over it with my wash mitt that is still in zero shampoo. So okay, so this is my wash mitt that I've been using in zero. I've wrung it out. I'm just going to go over now and just give that a wipe over, and straight away the lubrication is just mind-blowing. It's lovely. You can see, can't you, how thick that gets. That's a really good way to just get it all over the panel. So I'll do this all over the car, and then we'll again let that dwell but not dry. Very important you don't let it dry, and then we'll rinse it off. So panel's nice and cool, and all I'm going to do now is spray this on the cloth and then just wipe it over. Obviously you can do this with a crosshatch if you want, but I can see exactly where I've been, so not going to bother. And that's it. That surface is now nice and clean. So I'm not going to bore you by showing you any more panels. I'm going to do exactly that around the rest of the car, and then we catch up. Okay, so I've gone over all of the paintwork now with that panel wipe, and all I will say is if you spray it on the cloth and wipe it over, it's perfect. You don't need to put any on the panel. If it doesn't evaporate, if you don't see it evaporate, then just buff it with another cloth to get that excess off. But if you just spray it on the cloth like I did, then a couple of sprays, it goes around most of the car, it spreads really well. So right, that's it. Car is now prepared for wax. Okay, so sun's out, panels are warm but not hot, not ideal maybe, but it is what it is. So I've got two buffing cloths. So I normally use two when I wax, one to take the wax off and one to buff. So remembering that this shouldn't stay on for more than 4 minutes, otherwise you could be hard work. And just put it on. I'm putting it on in circles, but you could put it on cross hatch if you want. Ideally the car could do with paint correction, but it's going to have to wait, I'm afraid. That's going on okay. I'm going to do half the bonnet because, like I say, it is warm. And that's probably been on there about 3 minutes, I guess, and that's not hard to take off at all. As you can see with the black cloth, it's not dusty at all. Now the instructions don't say buff it off twice, but that's what I like to do. And that looks and feels lovely. We'll put some water on it later. Remember that after the contact wash this was pretty flat, so since then I've put the panel wipe on, so we'll see what the water behaviour is like. Wow, doesn't that just look the business? Yeah, really pleased with that, really pleased. Right, we'll do one more panel without boring you to tears, and then I'll finish the rest of the car off. Okay, so that's 3 panels. I'll go and whip round the rest of it, and then we'll have a quick shift and see what we think. So there we go, guys. That was quite easy to put on and easy to take off. It says on here photo, what does it say? It says 3 to 5 minutes. I've been told by the guys not to leave it on for much longer than that because it could be quite hard work getting it off. I left it because it's warm. It's not hot out there, the panels aren't hot, but it's warm, so I left it for sort of about 3 minutes, come off, no problem at all, piece of cake. I went over it with a second cloth just to buff it because that's what I tend to do, and that car looks absolutely stunning. It's really made, given that colour some depth, it looks absolutely stunning, really does. That's got to be worth a few brownie points. And look, I've done the wife's car, no tea, that's an empty one from lunchtime. No tea, no cakes, nothing. What's going on? Hey, what's happening? So anyway, there we are. Garage Therapy 2 Alpha. It's their first wax and I really, really like it. If you like wax, you will absolutely love this. Now, the proof will be in the pudding. Does it last the 6 months that they say? My experience, as I said before, with Garage Therapy, they don't make false claims. If they say it's going to last 6 months, and it's properly prepared, it'll last 6 months. Of course, it depends on the weather, it depends on the driving, depends on the mileage, depends on all sorts of things, but I think you can safely say that this will be a long-term wax. I'm not going to leave that wax unprotected. As I do washes, I will probably use a drying aid, probably GT2 quick detail as a drying aid, but we'll see how long it lasts. So there we go. I hope that's been of use to you. I only got it yesterday, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Let's have a quick look around the car, and I hope that's been of use to you. I think I'm right in saying, I have been wrong before, occasionally, but I think I'm right in saying that this is going to be on sale at Waxock. I don't know whether it's on sale on their site yet. I will check before I put the video out, and if it is, I'll put a link in for it. But I think it's going to be on sale at Waxock for those of you that are going. So let's have a quick walk around the car. Until next time, you guys take care. Bye bye. Okay, so I know you guys like a little bit of water behaviour, so having dried the car and cleaned it, let's get it wet again, just for you. That's unbelievable. Look, there's actually dry areas there. So there we go. Doesn't that just look lovely? Looks absolutely stunning. Got to clean the windows, I'll do that in a minute. But otherwise, that looks absolutely gorgeous. Really pleased with it. So until next time, you guys take care. Bye bye.